Shalawam, Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to leg out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. I want to get into a quick topic, they that sow in tears, okay? So this is the book of Psalms 126 and 5. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him. Okay? So, you can take this for a literal standpoint. A man that's out in the field, he's sowing his different seed in the earth, cultivating the land and all of that, so that, his crops can grow, sprout up, so on and so forth. He goes away, for a period of time, comes back, and now his crops are at a full age. Now it's that appointed time, that season of harvest, where he gets to actually reap up his crops. Now he's actually enjoying the fruits of his labor, man. Now he's actually enjoying the fruits of his labor, and he will have that much more appreciation for the crops as they have grown, because he remembers the hard work, the sowing and tears, the blood, sweat, and tears that he put into that. That's why he will have that much more appreciation for it, because he put in the work for it, man. He knows, and experience, every rake that every time he raked the earth, every stroke, every muscle that he had to use, towards doing that work to actually get to this point where he can enjoy the fruit of his labors, man. So going back to verse 5, they that sow in tears shall reap in joy, because in the end, this is what we all want to do. Because the scriptures say this real quick in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So as I said, you can enjoy it that much more in the end because of, the beginning. It was some hard work in what you did, man. And that's laboring in this truth, man. This is work, man. This is work. Through the spirit of Yahawah, we put every ounce of energy in which we have, into this work, into this work, because this is our labor. We labor, so hopefully that we can have joy in the end. We're putting our blood, sweat, and tears into this thing every single day. Whether it be the shows, whether it be going out there in the highways and byways, and your personal study time, building brothers up in the spirit, being there for brothers when you can. This is labor, man. We sowing in tears, man. Being under the oppression of the so-called white man, these Esau, Edomites, and these other nations, man. Laboring, working for them, doing a 9 to 5, then coming home, trying to do the work of the Lord, man. We constantly sowing in tears, man. Everything, in which we go through, Satan is always trying to be there to throw these different distractions within our way, to get us not to serve Yahawah, but we constantly crying unto the Lord, and the Lord is hearing them prayers because he sees, the oppression of his people, and know that his people, his chosen, his elect, is, laboring hard to try to call out to him for him to come back and bring his second return and deliver them from this situation, man. So I read verse 5 again. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. The elect, that cluster of grapes, that's the men that sowing in tears, man. Starting off with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone through the spirit and power of Yahawah, man. And anyone that's in the right spirit, can see that, and that's clear as day, man, okay? So they that sow in tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth and weepeth, okay, bearing precious seed, okay? We bearing precious seed, man, The seed is the word, man, which we drop onto one another through these letters sending across to brothers throughout the four corners of the earth via the unicorn, man. We're bearing precious seed, which is the word, man. Okay, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing. Okay, for the laboring in which we doing, we hope in the end to come with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with them, you know, bringing back, that inheritance, man, in which the Lord will grant unto us in that end. We putting forth the seed, the word out there, to make our calling the election sure, to be diligent, and to help, build other brothers up out there, as well as build up ourselves, through our own videos, man, you know. And another thing, when I think of this scripture, I think about, YAHAWASHI, man. I'm gonna bring it back from the top again. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. Okay? He that goeth forth and weepeth, he that goeth forth and weepeth, I think of YAHAWASHI because, when YAHAWASHI left the earth, he died for what? The elect, that cluster of grapes, and ultimately all, Israel, which the rest of Israel will come back through, the first fruits, the elect, YAHAWASHI, he was what? Bearing precious seed. He bare the sins of a whole nation upon his back and wore it in his flesh, man. Okay? If that's not sowing in tears, then I don't know what is, man. Enduring some of the greatest sufferings that any man could ever face upon this earth, man. That was torment, man. Okay? He that goeth forth and weepeth, okay, he left this earth weeping, man. Even though, because YAHAWASHI, he was caught up in the flesh, he didn't want to go through it, but he knew that he had to man up and be there for his people, man. And he did it, man. In which we honor and we worship YAHAWASHI for that. Okay? He that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again. What are we waiting on now? We waiting on YAHAWASHI's second return. Okay? So he shall doubtless come again with rejoicing. Okay? When we, Lord willing, in the end, brothers see them chariots in the sky, that's going to be a rejoicing sight unto us, man. Because we know that's our deliverance as well as the destruction of these Edomites and this society and this world as we know it, man. Okay? And the ushering in of the righteous kingdom of YAHAWASHI, man. Okay? So he shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with them, man. Okay? So he's going to be bringing what? His elect with them. Okay? Because the elect are YAHAWASHI's crop in which he sowed, in the earth, man. Okay? He planted the elect firmly here on the earth upon good soil, that they will be steadfast and unmovable, as it says in 1 Corinthians 15, in the 58th verse, man. Okay? He sowed the elect upon good ground, and they're being sprouted up, being built up for the battle with that great day within the end, so that they will stand stiffly for the name of YAHAWASHI. And he's going to bring those sheaves, that elect, those crops, those cluster of grapes with him into the everlasting kingdom, man. That'll be a precious and a joyous sight for us to see, So I'll bring it back from the top again. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. Now, this is a statement. This is like someone coming to you, like you may have a older person over you or say, I know you out there working hard, youngin, but don't worry, your hard work is going to pay off. That's what I think of when I read verse 5. So verse 5 is a statement telling you, don't worry, I know it's hard, but everything is going to be okay. It's that joy, that's that comfort, okay? But then in the 6th verse, it's telling you why it's going to pay off, okay? Because it says, he that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with them, man. So it's telling you, you going forth, yeah, you weeping, yeah, you was bearing that precious seed, but don't worry, okay? Because in that harvest time, you going to rejoice. because Yahawashi is coming again with his second return, man. You're going to rejoice in the end. So don't worry. Don't have no fear. It's going to pay off, man. The labor in which we do is not in vain, man. Yahawashi is coming, man. He's on his way, man. Okay, he just waiting on that green light from the Heavenly Father to, to get that go ahead, and Yahawashi is on his way, man. Okay, so this is the book of John, chapter 16, verse 22. Okay, I get straight to the point. It says, "And ye now therefore have sorrow." Why we have sorrow? Because we're laboring, we're toiling, we're turning over the earth, we're sowing that seed, man. Okay, unto one another. "And ye now therefore have sorrow," and also too because what? We're not in the kingdom. We're in slavery. We're in captivity. So we have every right to be sorrowful, to call unto our righteous power so that he would deliver us out of this situation. Okay? So, "And ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again." And what did it say in Psalms 126 in the 6th verse? "But he shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with them." Okay? So this is Yahawashi telling you that you have sorrow, but don't worry. I'm going to see you again, and your heart shall rejoice. Okay, your mind is going to rejoice because now you have actual comfort that Yahawashi is back. Our big brother is back, man. Okay, and your joy, no man take it from you, man. So that joy, first and foremost, starts within our mind, within our head, Okay, the kingdom is within us, man. It starts within our mind. So your joy, your faith, the hope, the love that you have for Yahawashi, for the brotherhood and for his works, no man is supposed to be able to take that from you, man. But you can take it from yourself, man, by not doing what you're supposed to do and being in the righteous spirit that you know that you should be in, man. Okay? So, hey, with that, man, they that sow in tears shall reap in joy. And we hope to be members of that hopeful elect, Lord's willing, to have a seat upon them chariots, man. So with that, I hope this quick segment was edifying. And I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalawam to Lek out there, doing his work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalawam and death to America.